Hello everyone, continuing on in our series of the different web parts on your SharePoint site. In this one, we're going to be covering the call to action. So the call to action allows you to create a button with a call to action for users. So a example of a use case for call to action is while I was in the military, we had our own SharePoint site for our squadron. And on one of our pages, we had a call to action that would point users, or in particular supervisors, to a form where they could go ahead and submit requests to be able to excuse their troops for various reasons. So maybe like the troop was going to be on leave and they were going to be out of town and they wanted an excusal, they would be on that form and they would be able to, the supervisor would be able to submit that on the troop's behalf and then provide a justification why they want them to be excused. So what we want to do, if we want to add it, same process per usual. You go ahead and click on edit once you're on the SharePoint page that you want to add it to. And then we're going to keep swapping out the web parts that we are doing. So before we did an image, and then before that we had added some text. So let's go ahead and delete that web part. So once we find the section where we want to add it, click on this. And then if we scroll down, we'll see the call to actions under text, media, and content. But with any of these web parts, you can just search for it right here. After that, we can go and add our text. So go watch some videos. And what we're going to do is we're going to use this one to send users over to YouTube. Okay, go ahead and click on this. So it gives us additional options. So for the button label, we can adjust it. So we can just put something like click here. And then HTTPS www.youtube.com. And we'll have it open up in a new tab. If we want to, we can change the alignment. So maybe we want it to be centered, but I'm okay with it being off to the left. And once we're good with that there, we can go ahead and change the image. So we're going to put a stock image, but you can always upload an image too if you want to. So we'll put video. Okay, so let's see if this works. So right now, we're going to republish the page, and we're going to do click here, and it took us right to YouTube. So again, hopefully my use case gave you guys a good idea or a good example of when you might use the call to action. So it's essentially just a banner with some text and an image, and you want to draw attention to it. So for us, we had our call to action towards, we had our page that was kind of section. There was two columns, so there's one column off to the left and one to the right, and then we had our call to action here on the left, and then we had it was in a position towards the top of the page. So that was one of the first things that the supervisors would see when they visit the page. They knew exactly where to go to submit those forms for their troops to try to get them excused.